Hello, ISD students. My name is Mr. Bauer, and I am a teacher at Nowland Middle School. Today, we will be talking about abolitionism and the abolitionist movement in the United States before and during the Civil War. But before we do that, let's go ahead and set the stage a little bit. During the late 1700s and continuing until the mid 1800s, the U.S. was expanding west following the doctrine of manifest destiny. The 19th century doctrine or belief that the expansion of the U.S. throughout the American continent was both justified and inevitable. This really started with the Louisiana Purchase and was fueled by the Oregon Trail and the California Gold Rush and other lands annexed by the United States during this time period. As states were added to the Union, arguments would arise. During this time period, a division had been growing in the U.S. That division was between slave states and free states. If you look closely at this map of the United States in 1800, you can clearly see that division. Northern states represented in blue on this map tended to be free states, while southern states represented in red tended to be slave states. This next map shows a clear division between the states as the expansion of the United States continues west. There are some things we need to know about the slave trade and slavery in the United States before we move on. The slave trade was outlawed before slavery around 1807. Slavery was abolished in Canada, Britain, and Ireland in 1833. By the mid-1800s, most of Europe and Africa and South America had outlawed slavery. However, the institution of slavery still continued in the United States during this time period. That's when we would see the rise of abolitionism. Abolitionism, a movement to end slave trade and free enslaved people, began to take root in the U.S. In this lesson, The Abolitionist Movement, you will learn and discover more about abolitionism in the U.S. during the 1800s. This is also a great way to practice your social studies skills. Go ahead and get started, and have a great time.